Hey everyone, another huge update has landed for Halo the Master Chief Collection, and I'm going to break down everything that's coming to the game today. This is a huge update and probably one of the most important updates that we have received in Halo MCC in quite some time. This is being dubbed the December update. I'm going to post a link in the video description for you to read the patch notes if you want to follow along. And let's go ahead and dive right on in. First up, they're talking about campaign in Halo 4. They're adding acrophobia and the bandana skulls to Halo 4. So this is really cool. You can now kind of fly around. You don't have to worry about your turrets overheating, things like that. The target designator used in the campaign mission Reclaimer will not have infinite ammo from the bandana skull, however. It says this is due to how the level is scripted, where there is a state machine that depends on the weapon's total rounds going to zero in order to progress the mission. However, if the target designator is used anywhere else somehow, such as mods or multiplayer, then infinite ammo behavior will be respected. They're adding campaign MOA collectibles to Halo Combat Evolved in Halo 4. This is part of the scavenger hunt system that they introduced in Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST. The golden MOA statues hidden throughout campaign missions have come to Halo CE and Halo 4. Each week, a subset of these collectibles are enabled. You can check the challenge hub to see which missions have active collectibles. Claim these by shooting them. And as a note, it is generally advised not to attempt to claim any real-life collectibles by doing this. Note that these MOA statues appear in classic Halo CE graphics and are built into that engine, not the remastered one. So that's kind of cool. A little bit of Easter egg hunting as a challenge reward in Halo 1 and Halo 4, in addition to Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST. The next big one is Match Rejoin. So it says with this update, we're introducing Match Rejoin feature for social and ranked matchmaking. How does this work? It's not a standard join in progress feature. This is exclusively for rejoining a match that you disconnected from. So how does it work? As soon as you enter the loading screen of a match-made game, you'll save a handle to rejoin the match. This handle is saved to your profile just like your customization, player ID, and other settings, which allows it to roam between devices in the same platform family. Settings also roam between Xbox and Windows Store. If you're disconnected from the match in any way prior to its completion, the next time you enter matchmaking, your rejoin handle will be checked and you will receive a dialogue explaining whether you are eligible to rejoin. If you were booted from a match for betraying teammates, for example, you will not be allowed to rejoin and you immediately receive a matchmaking ban. In other cases, you'll have until the match ends to rejoin to avoid a ban. We've made some other improvements to matchmaking bans as well. Only the first half of players to quit from a team will receive a ban, except in the betrayal boot case above, which are talking about being kicked if you betray someone too many times. This now appropriately takes into account players who dodge the match by quitting during the loading screen. So this is really cool. You're not penalized if it's just you and someone else left in a, say, a big team, and you two decide to quit. The rejoin dialog will provide information if you are eligible or not to rejoin. For example, if the match is ending by the time you attempt to rejoin, an error message will explain this. If you try to get clever and change your preferred input device or platform in a playlist that supports these restrictions, you will be prompted to restore these and not be allowed to rejoin until you've done so. So what they're talking about here is, like, let's say you're playing ranked console only controller, and then you dodge and you try to rejoin from PC playing mouse and keyboard. It won't let you do that. But if you're playing social where your platform or input device doesn't matter, then I'm sure you can just, flip over to your console and rejoin if you decide to do that. So it says, which games does Match Rejoin work in? It says it's available in all games in the MCC. As with joining in progress in custom games, all of your match statistics are retained upon rejoining, except in Halo Combat Evolved. They say this may be fixed in the future. You will always rejoin the team that you were originally on. Firefight does not currently support join in progress for custom games, so it does not support match rejoin. We look forward to adding this support in the future, so that's really cool. So how does the match rejoin affect challenges? It says for challenges that track in real time, such as kill X enemies or earn Y medals, the progress is persistent. There's some nuances around the save window, but beyond that, progress is never reverted and is unaffected by rejoining. Okay, now here's the big piece of information. This is really what Twitter's been blowing up about, is an update to mod tools for Halo MCC and the release of Steam Workshop support. This is huge. So it says, like all previous mod tools, if you own Halo 4 or Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer, you'll have access to these mod tools. Like Halo Reach, these games support multiplayer game variant creation via, I don't know how to say this, Megalo Edit. You can hot load variants from the MCC pause menu for rapid iteration, and they fixed various issues when scaling objects in Reach and ported those fixes to Halo 4 and Halo 2. So they're talking about a plug-and-play feature for these mods for mod creators. This is defined on how mods should just work when starting out planning. If a player plugs in a mod, they should be able to just play it without any additional hassle. So I have a video on the channel that's really popular about banished vehicles being ported into Halo MCC, and they worked and everything was awesome. You had to modify some map files in your Windows directory in order to get that to work, and I made a video explaining that as well on Respawn Arcade. And I think the way that this is intended with just Steam Workshop, like how all other games work with Steam Workshop, you just download this and it's ready to go. You don't need to do anything else. And I think that's why that makes that so huge. Now, with official mod tools and Steam Workshop support, you're able to just download some mods that you see on Steam Workshop, fire up the game, and it's going to work as expected. So mods can be plugged into MCC in two ways. So the first way is if you're a Steam user, you can use the workshop to find mods and you subscribe to them. This downloads the mod to your computer and MCC will be aware of it the next time you launch it using the easy anti-cheat bypass. So when you launch MCC on Steam, it'll ask you, I think it's like retail mode and then anti-cheat disabled. If you choose anti-cheat disabled, then that will load up the mod correctly. Mods are never enumerated under Easy Anti-Cheat Enabled. Additionally, for this launch, MCC will not detect new subscribe items which are downloaded while the product is already running. This is a feature that could not make it into this update due to additional UI work and edge cases that need to be handled. The second way that mods can be plugged in is if you're a Steam user or you own the game on the Microsoft Store, there's a mod manifest.txt file, which MCC will read. Now, this is the same exact way that actually Halo Wars works. You need to modify your mod manifest.txt file. If you want to know how to install mods in Halo Wars, that's also on Respawn Arcade. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description to these mod installation videos I'm talking about. So it says each individual mod may only target a single engine. So you can have a mod for Halo 2, which includes a new campaign or a series of levels, plus a collection of multiplayer maps. If you want to have also a mod for Halo 3 multiplayer maps, for instance, say you ported the mods Halo 2 multiplayer maps to Halo 3, then those would need to be in a different physical mod that targets the Halo 3 engine. So I think the way that they're wanting to set up these mods is there's not going to be one mod that's going to unlock all of this stuff across all of MCC. I guess an example would be saying the BR is in, it has all of these cool attachments and camos, and it fires Promethean rounds, and that's going to be in every Halo game. And that's one mod that you download. I don't think that's the case. You're going to need to download that mod on each game that you want that to be affected in. We're also talking about some modding tools for the modding community, and I know that they love this stuff. There's one called the Halo MCC Mod Uploader. It's a tool for crafting mod metadata, and they have some screenshots here. It's pretty cool. I think for most users, you're not really going to use this. And of course, that you're not limited to releasing mods on Steam or the workshop. You can post these on modding websites as well if you want to. There's already some really cool mods that they're showcasing. An example is Sundance. That's a lone wolf firefight mod. That's that last mission in Halo Reach where you're a lone wolf taking on waves of Covenant, and you find your fate in that mission. You can actually play that now at will, and you can even play it in co-op. So there's a lot of stuff coming out here for the Halo modding community, and this, remember, is only the beginning. It's gonna get better and better as time goes on, and I'm going to do my best to cover the best mods for Halo MCC. So be subscribed and check out the channel for those videos. And I've already made a couple modding videos of modding Halo MCC. Example is, again, those banished vehicles in Halo MCC. So that playlist is also going to have new videos being added to it as well. Finally, they're talking about retroactively adding Spartan points. So there becomes a limit in Halo MCC where you actually won't earn Spartan points anymore. And these are the things that you use to continuously progress through the battle passes in MCC, which are very different from the Halo Infinite battle passes. These are free. You don't really need to do anything other than just play the game. And there's also the exchange, which are limited timed pieces, whether it could be armor, emblems, emotes. Those are rotated out, and you can use your Spartan points for those as well. Now you're going to be getting your Spartan points retroactively for the leveling up that you've done when you've surpassed that previous limit. They've touched up the UI a little bit. They're adding the tactical packages and support upgrades from Halo 4 back into MCC. You can now fine-tune those, which is surprising that it's taken this long for those things to get fixed and added. Halo 2 is getting classic emblem support, which is really cool. Some fixes like the Killing Frenzy, Medal, and Announcement was out of sync. New nameplates, and they're talking about what's coming up next in 2023, which includes theater support for Halo 4's campaign and Spartan Ops. So they are continuously working on improving MCC, and that is not stopping in 2023. That's a huge update. I've been rambling for like 15 minutes now before I edit this commentary. There is so much coming to the game, and it really is exciting. I love to see what the Halo modding community is going to build here. Again, I'm going to be covering a lot of the mods moving forward, so be sure to check out that playlist, and please download this. MCC is really the product in the Halo family that is just simply incredible, and it's so sad that Halo Infinite is really nothing like it, and it really should be. Halo Infinite really needs a lot of work. I think it will eventually get there, but everyone's left. With Halo MCC, it's just getting better and better and better, and this is easily a recommendation for you to purchase, and you should really try this out no matter what platform you're on. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about this update. Are you stoked for the modding tools and Steam Workshop support? Let me know down below. That's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you, James.